Hey health nuts, welcome back to my channel. My name's Nikole, and yes, I am battling a bit of a cold, which is why I sound a little bit different today, but that's okay. Today we're making strawberry shortcake cupcakes, which hopefully are just gonna make me feel so much better. It's actually the long weekend. We're going into long weekend, so you guys are gonna get this right on Monday morning, and they're just so delicious. They're like the perfectly sweetened cupcakes that are just like, obviously a dessert, but you don't have to feel like you're getting this crazy sugar rush when you eat them. They're shortcake inspired. Traditional shortcake is made on a biscuit like base, but I thought, why not make it on a cupcake base? Because they're way more fun and like super easy to whip up and bake, and topped with homemade coconut whip. You can buy store-bought, but homemade just tastes so much fresher. And then fresh strawberries. It's strawberry season. I really want to go strawberry picking, so I thought I would make a recipe that involves strawberries to get myself inspired for the season. And it's just like a beautiful, fresh, perfectly sweetened dessert to have during this time of the year. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let's hop right in, and I will show you guys how easy this dessert is to make. Let's hop right in. The first thing I'm gonna do is make my buttermilk. So I have some unsweetened soy milk, and I'm gonna add some apple cider vinegar to it. Give it a quick stir and set that aside for about 10 minutes to curdle and thicken. While that's happening, let's mix together our wet ingredients. In a large bowl, I have some honey for sweetness. To help it bind together, I'm adding in 2 large eggs. Next, I'm adding in avocado oil. You can also sub this for coconut oil that's melted. Some good quality vanilla extract. And then you're just gonna whisk this together for about a minute or two, just until the mixture kind of gets this glossy texture to it. At this point, you can go ahead and add in that buttermilk that we made earlier. Once everything is combined, you can now start to add in your dry ingredients. So I just like to take the bowl out of the mixer if I'm using a stand mixer, and I'm gonna sift together some light spelt flour. You can use regular spelt flour as well, but the light one just makes it a little bit more fluffy and light. Then I have some baking soda, baking powder, and sea salt. All of the baking essentials. And then just sift that all together into the large bowl. This not only helps mix up the dry ingredients, but also just removes any lumps and makes it extra fluffy and light. Now it's time to incorporate the wet and dry together. So I'm just gonna have my mixer on low. You can do this by hand as well. And you're just gonna mix it until it just combines together. You do not wanna over mix your batter. It's okay to have some lumps in the mixture, so don't feel like you have to get rid of them all. That's what's gonna help create that fluffy texture within your cupcakes. I like to stop, scrape down the edges, and then give one more final mix, and you're good to go. Next, I'm gonna line my muffin tray with some liners. I really like these ones. They use recycled paper for them. I'll link them in the blog post down below. You can also use silicone ones, which I will also link in the blog post. I'm just gonna line it up, and then using my favorite large ice cream scoop, I'm gonna scoop in the batter. I do about 3/4 of the way up, because remember, they will rise, so you don't wanna fill them right to the top, otherwise they may overflow. Into the oven they go to bake and rise and get nice and fluffy. While that's happening, let's make our topping. So I have some chopped up strawberries that I chopped up, and I'm gonna add some coconut sugar to the mixture and a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. This is just gonna help bring out the juices of the strawberries and make them that much sweeter and delicious. And then just set that aside. These are what the cupcakes look like once they're done. The tops are perfectly fluffy and firm, slightly golden, and they are honestly just delicious like this, but we're gonna make them that much better and make a delicious homemade coconut whip that's so easy to make. My trick for this is to use full fat canned coconut milk and pop it into the fridge overnight. And then before you open it, flip it upside down, open the top side, and then the liquid will be on the top, so you can simply just pour it out, and you'll have all of that thick coconut meat at the bottom. You can save that liquid part just to add into a smoothie. As you can see, the coconut fat is super thick and creamy, and it's gonna make for an amazing coconut whip. You want to place your bowl in the freezer for about 10 minutes just to chill, and then scoop out that coconut meat right into the bowl. I will say be careful because these tins are very sharp, and I actually cut myself while doing this, so be careful. Once you have all of that coconut meat in the bowl, you're gonna take a hand mixer and just whisk it all up just to kind of really smooth out any lumps. You may need to do this for a couple of minutes just to make sure it's nice and smooth. Now, coconut is naturally sweet, but we're gonna add in a little bit of vanilla extract just to bring out that flavor and go with the cupcakes. And then to help stiffen it up, we're adding in some icing sugar. This brand here has some tapioca flour in it, so it really helps it kind of firm up. I will link the exact one I used in the blog post, but then you're just gonna whisk it all up again until everything is well combined and nice and fluffy and smooth. There's a lot of fluffy in this recipe, but you want fluffy when it comes to cupcakes. If you want, you can also do this process in a blender. I just find the mixer makes the cleanup a little bit easier, but that's an option as well. And there you have it, super fluffy coconut whipped cream that you made at home. And it's delicious, I promise you, it's so good. So once my cupcakes have fully cooled, I transferred the coconut whipped mixture into a piping bag. I will link the exact tip that I used in the blog post because you don't want one that's too thin or else the coconut whipped cream won't come out. And you're just gonna start from one edge and work your way up to the middle. Honestly, I feel like I get better and better at this every time I do it, but it does take some practice. So don't be so hard on yourself, do your best, and either way, they're gonna be delicious. And then for the final touch, we're gonna layer on those chopped up strawberries. Just do about a tablespoon on top of each cupcake, and the coconut whipped cream will just let it all stick together. Go ahead, use your hands. It is honestly the perfect combination, the vanilla cupcake, the coconut whip, and the strawberries that have just been soaking in their juices. It is honestly the dessert of spring, and you need to make these. Not to mention, they just look really, really pretty. Best part is, once you're done, you can go ahead and have a bite for yourself. There you have it. Those are my strawberry shortcake cupcakes recipe. It's a tongue twister, I tell you, but they're delicious and they are easier to eat than they are to say. So I'm gonna take a bite and tell you guys how delicious this is. Oops. It's so good. There's nothing better than homemade cocoa whip. Like, it's delicious. Chloe's their coconut whip on my lips. Perfect, delicious, fluffy, and like just enough sweetness. I love these. And these are such a great little treat to bring to like a barbecue, a potluck. I'm actually gonna drop these off at my mom's work because we have like a whole bunch of them, and Chloe and I mean, we probably could eat them all, but we're not. We're gonna share them, and I know they're gonna love these. So have an awesome rest of your Monday. I'm gonna have the full recipe linked down below in the info box for you guys to print it, share it, save it, pin it, whatever you wanna do. Make these, you guys are gonna love them, and yeah, let me know what you guys think of them. Bye guys. Oh, subscribe. I post every Monday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Bye guys. That's delicious. Okay. Bye.